present on this online session, one day orientation program on holistic learning through multidisciplinary foundations. I welcome you all. With no further delay, let us all move on for this session 1. I welcome Mrs. S. Sridevi ma'am, KSR College of Education, to give welcome address.
A splendid morning to all. It's my immense pleasure to address the welcome address for today's orientation program on holistic learning through multidisciplinary foundations. First of all, I wish to get the blessings of our former chairman, Lion Dr. K. S. Rangasamy, MJF, before I start this orientation program welcome address. It's my honor to welcome our chairman, Star Srinivasan, in his absentia. Next, I welcome our beloved principal and convener of this orientation program, Dr. P. Suresh Prabhu, Kaiser College of Education. Next, I wholeheartedly welcome today's our honor of guest, Dr. K. Saileela, Department of Education, Assistant Professor, Annamalai University, Chidambaram. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I welcome all the dignitaries from various institutions who have joined us today. I welcome you all. Next, I welcome the orientation program coordinators, faculty members of Kaiser College of Education, and my dear student teachers. I welcome you all wholeheartedly for today's one-day orientation program. I welcome you all.
Great leaders do not desire to lead, but to serve. I would like to invite our beloved principal, Dr. P. Suresh Prabhu, sir, KSR College of Education. I welcome you, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome Mr. K. Ilayaraja, sir, KSR College of Education, to express the profile of our chief guest.
Good morning Education, Annamalai University, Deputed to the Government College of Education in Pudukottai, who is the chief guest for one-day orientation program on holistic learning through multidisciplinary foundation. Dr. K. Saileela, an assistant professor in the Department of Education at Annamalai University, is currently on deputation to the Government College of Education in Pudukottai. With a remarkable portfolio of 5 impactful research projects, she has garnered accolades from academic institutions and various organizations. Dr. Saileela is a highly regarded speaker, delivering lectures at national and international conference and faculty development programs, where she has also assumed leadership roles as a chairperson. In academia, she plays a vital role as an editor for 6 scholarly journals, showcasing her dedication to advancing research and knowledge dissemination. Dr. Saileela's organizational prowess is evident in her successful management of 5 international programs, 7 national level seminars, and 3 national level online faculty development programs. Dr. Saileela's commitment extends to women's welfare, demonstrated by her role as the coordinator of the Women Self-Defense Training Center at Annamalai University for 2 years. She actively promotes women-centric research and organizes conferences on women's theme. Her specialization lies in teaching pedagogy of teaching and educational technology. She received 13 awards. She also published 26 valid research tools, 33 edited books, 15 chapters in books, 33 journal publications. She presented 30 papers in national seminar and conferences. She also participated in 34 workshop and training programs. She has organized the 3 online faculty development programs, 5 international conferences, 10 national seminar and webinar, 1 online short-term training program, 1 online short-term courses, 5 online workshops, and 9 training programs and workshops. She attended 19 courses also. She has done 19 social service activities. In the extension activities, she was a coordinator for 24 online programs like workshops and conference. Thank you to all to give this wonderful opportunity to me. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Over to the session, to the chief guest.
Thank you. Just a minute.
Thank you all. Madam, session is yours.
Yes, thank you. One minute, please. So, good morning to everyone. And first of all, I'd like to thank the convener of this program, Dr. P. Suresh Prabhu sir, Principal, KSR College of Education, Tiruchengodu. And I like to extend my thanks to the organizing secretaries and my scholar, our scholar Mahindran, for approaching me for this program. Thank you very much. I also thank all the staff members of KSR College of Education, and I like to go to the session now on holistic learning. Good morning. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So this is Dr. K. Saileela, Assistant Professor, Annamalai University. Okay, so today we are going to see about holistic learning. Can you see a woman picture in the slideshow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. I want audience to speak. Whether chat facility is available here, that they can chat. Is it is enabled chat?
Yes, ma'am, it's enabled.
Can anyone tell me why this woman is famous? Yes.
One pen can change the world.
Yes, please, once again.
She told one pen can change
Yes,
the
you are
world.
correct. Come on, please.
Malala, madam. Malala, Yousafzai
Yes,
Malala.
yes. Why she is famous?
See, Pakistan lady, madam. Malala.
Can give your message in the chat also if it is not clear, your audio. Yes. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please.
Excuse me, ma'am. Good morning. This
Good
is
morning.
Nirmala from Lady
Okay.
Wellington College. She is fight for the education for Pakistan people. She quoted for one pen can change the world. So she's raised her hands because of the education.
Okay, okay. Very nice, Nirmala ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, you are right. Who is Malala? We can see. So she is a Pakistan education activist, and she is the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate, and she has recognized not for Pakistan people, for girls education in Pakistan, particularly for girls education in Pakistan. Her place is Swat Valley, Pakistan. So what is our work? She focuses on ensuring that every girl has a right to 12 years of free quality education. So she is famous for this. Okay. So she fights for education for the about until the age of 12 years, there should be free and quality education for girls. That is her focus. So what happened to her while she is doing this service at the age of 15? See, note it, at the age of 15, in 2012, she was attacked by the Taliban while she was on a school bus in Swat Valley, Pakistan. So, okay, she was shot in the bus. Why she was done like that? Because of her outspoken advocacy for girls' education. She used to speak for the girls' education in Pakistan at the age of 15 itself. So at the age of 15, she was attacked. Now she is 27 years old, very young woman, 27 years old. She speaks for girls' education in Pakistan. So why I am speaking about her? Why I am speaking about her? Because she recovered and continued activism, and she made a symbol of resilience and powerful voice for education rights worldwide. She was recognized throughout the world, okay, after this incident. So she is famous for advocacy for girls' education. Why I am mentioning this incident is, we can see in the next slide what is that. She was attacked by Taliban in Pakistan. She was shot in her head and she was hospitalized and she cured, and she's also now she is fighting for the education for girls in Pakistan. Okay, now let us see why we are seeing about her. So what happened after assassination? After the assassination in 2012, Malala suffered severe mental health and she was affected by the traumatic experience. She also faced significant physical, emotional challenges during her recovery because she was known to the public. She gained international recognition. Because of that, she was suffering emotional challenges. However, our strong sense of purpose and commitment to advocating for girls' education helped her cope with these challenges. Although she met all these difficulties, her strong belief to save Pakistan girls was very high, and so she came back. So she has still spoken about the importance of mental health and resilience, highlighting her journey towards healing and empowerment. See her mental health. I am quoting her because she has very strong mental health. After all these happenings, after all these struggles, she is surviving and fighting for the girls' education in Pakistan. So such a great woman she is. I am mentioning her because she has very strong mental health. Okay, she has very strong mental health. Now, I'm going to discuss about this mental health only first of all before going to holistic education. So, see, these are some reports from various magazines and newses. Okay, you can see this. This is a report from World Health Organization. So, what does they speak here? WHO Europe launches for consultation its new quality standards to improve the quality of child and adolescent mental health care. So this is the topic. Mental health is the topic going on in every part of the world. So here you can see the UNICEF, what they are telling. And this news was recent news, that is 2nd to 10th July 2024. Fresh news is this. And next one is in the year 2023, 10th October. So UNICEF, what it tells, every child and adolescent's mental health must be a priority for decision makers and stakeholders in every community. So we must give importance for mental health. This is recommended by UNICEF in the year 2023. See, you can see this one is also from April 5th, 2024, World Economic Forum has discussed about this generation. Who are this generation? It is a generation adrift. Why young people are less happy and what we can do about it. So World Economic Forum is discussing about why these young people are less happy and what we can do about it. So this is also a recent news on April 5th, 2024 by World Economic Forum. So Times of India. It is in the year 2023, November 29. What Times of India has published, providing early mental health support can shape the future generation, say experts. So this is a news by Times of India. So earlier we must give mental health support for the future generation. So every one of the magazines, news, world, everywhere they are speaking about the mental health. This is by CNN News. Thus, Gen Z struggle more with mental health than millennials. Okay, this was the news by CNN. What they say that researchers say there is evidence that Gen Z's present generation's mental health struggles are different compared with old generations today. So this was the news by CNN. It was on September 14, 2023. So we can see that young and youth and children, adolescents, everyone are suffering from mental health. So mental health. So in order to overcome this mental health issues, we want to have holistic learning, holistic education to our children. So that is the topic today about holistic learning. When we give holistic learning, there will be surely a change among the mental health of the students because holistic learning is an educational approach that nurture the whole person's integrating cognitive, emotional, spiritual, physical, social dimensions. So this is what is the meaning of holistic learning? What is holistic learning? It is an educational approach that nurtures the whole person, integrating cognitive, emotional, spiritual, physical and social dimensions. If we concentrate on all these dimensions, we can create a all-round personality. So what is this holistic learning emphasize? What does it emphasize? How can we give? So what is the output by giving experiential learning, personal growth and the development of emotional intelligence? So holistic learning emphasizes this all three factors. We must give experiential learning. There should be a personal growth among the students and there should be the development of emotional intelligence. So this is what holistic learning emphasizes. So what is this holistic learning approach? What does it do? It fosters creativity, critical thinking and ethical values. Previously we were all brought up like reading, rote memorization, examination. This is what our education was. But nowadays they stress on creativity, critical thinking and ethical values. So this is cognitive development, how we can develop cognitive among the students. So this cognitive development is supported through critical thinking and problem solving activities. For example, we have to give some activities in the classroom where they sit and work, where they critically think and where they solve their problems, the real life problems, etc. For example, if you are teaching a maths class, students must be given a real world problems such as planning a school event within a budget. So they need to use their mathematical skills to calculate cost, compare price and make decisions where to allocate funds most effectively. So this, for example, they are giving this. So cognitive development stresses about critical thinking and problem solving activities, not just rote memorization of the subjects. They should critically think, they should solve the problems. So by doing these activities, they learn to achieve this critical thinking and problem solving abilities. So cognitive development. Next one is about emotional growth. So what is emotional growth and how can we achieve emotional growth? It is nurtured by teaching self-awareness, empathy and emotional regulation. So how we can do this emotional growth? This kind of subjects like social studies, language, arts, physical education, drama and performing arts, mindfulness and social emotional learning programs will help this emotional growth. So while teaching a subject, we have to correlate with social studies. We have to correlate with language, with arts, physical education. That is holistic learning. We have to give multidisciplinary knowledge to the students while teaching a subject. Whatever subject we are teaching, we have to correlate these subjects like social studies, language for the purpose of emotional growth. Social studies, language, arts, physical education. We can give you a drama for our subject, let them perform. So this kind of activity should be given while teaching a subject to the students, not just giving the lesson alone. So how can we develop social skill among the students? So social skills will be developed when they work collaboratively. So they should be given some projects to work so that they will develop some social skills. So actually we have a method called project method in our, I think every one of them are educationist here. In our curriculum, we have different methods of teaching. There we have project method of teaching, where we have to plan, provide a budget, and experiment it and give the report, etc., etc. We have project method. There are several steps in project method, how to allocate funds, etc. So this type of project methods or this type of collaborative work will develop social skill among the students. So they are developed through collaborative projects and community engagement. Nowadays we give importance for community engagements and promoting communication and teamwork. So for example, what we can do, if it is a science class, in a group science project, students are tasked with designing a sustainable garden for their school. So what they must do when the assignment is given to the student, they must work together. They will first research plans, then they will create a plan, and then they will assign tasks. So this will be the collaborative work. By doing so, social skills will be developed. So what happens if they do collaboratively? So what they will do, they will communicate effectively. So their communication will be fluently coming. Then share ideas. They will share their ideas. Students will free to share ideas. If we are asking in a classroom to speak, they won't speak. But when they are allowed to speak in the peer group, they will be speaking very freely. And they listen to each other. They give importance to others' feeling by listening to each other. And they also, because it is a combined and group project, they resolve, and if any conflict arises, they resolve it. So social skills can be developed through some project methods or some collaborative work. Any assignments can be given depending upon the subject, so that they will develop the social skills. So first they have to develop cognitive development, then they have to develop emotional development, and they have to develop social skill development. And next one comes physical education. So physical education is very, very important nowadays to avoid students using mobiles always. Children using mobile always. We have to ask them for some sports program. We have to send them to some sports program. Let them go to the ground. They let them play cricket. Let them play football. So avoid giving mobile phones to the children and students so that they will go for physical exercise. Nowadays, everyone are relying only on the smartphones and laptops, etc., working with virtual games, etc. So to avoid that, we have to send our children to physical education classes or yoga classes. We must send. We can either do it in our home or in the schools. They should be given opportunity to play every day and develop their physics. So what will happen? It will enhance their physical health. Also, it will manage their stress. Physical education, physical work will manage the stress among the students. So, physical education and mindfulness will enhance physical health of the students and stress management of the students. So, physical education and mindfulness are very, very important. So, spiritual growth. Each school follow their own spiritual process. They can adapt it for the benefit of the students. So spiritual growth, what it will do? It results in developing values, developing ethics, and a sense of purpose among the students. So there should be definitely some kind of spirituality in the school so that the students will develop values, ethics, and their sense of purpose for their life. So spiritual growth is very important. So which subjects help us for spiritual education is religious education. Social studies can be correlated. Literature, art, music, environmental studies, ethics and moral education. See, one thing what we say is that whenever you teach English, whenever you teach Tamil, history, you just correlate these subjects with this kind of religious education, spiritual education, moral education. Even we can have environmental studies, art, music. So not only we have not sorry we have to handle all these aspects also while teaching a subject. We should not concentrate only on English, not only on history. We should correlate with other aspects what has been told by the definition of holistic learning. What does holistic learning tell? It tells about cognitive, emotional, physical, spiritual, etc. So this should be concentration while teaching a subject. That is the main purpose of holistic learning. So by holistic learning, what happens? Social, emotional, moral learning happens. So what they develop social skills, emotional intelligence and ethical reasoning. So by holistic learning, all this happens. And next one, physical and wellness education. So what it helps us, it promotes physical fitness and mental well-being of the students. Next one is arts integration. So it encourages creativity and connects learning across disciplines. Multidisciplinary and flexibility, it breaks down subject silos and allows for personalized learning paths. Let them do their projects with other aspects also while studying a subject. And experiential learning encourages students to learn through real world experiences. This is all about holistic learning. So they will develop conflict resolution. While they have holistic education, they will have conflict resolution among themselves. They will try to solve their conflicts. They will develop empathy among the peer group. They will develop empathy among the peer group. They will take ethical decision. what they have to decide, they will decide easily in any situations. So holistic learning will lead for all this process. So what is experiential learning? Can anyone tell me what is experiential learning? Yes, I am speaking. You can speak. What is experiential learning? Any example?
Experiential learning means learning by doing, ma'am. What we are learning, everything we can apply in the present context. So that is experiential learning.
May I know Nirmala ma'am is speaking?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
Nirmala ma'am, are you speaking?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Nirmala ma'am only.
Learning by doing.
Yes, please.
Pragmatic education is the best example for learning by doing.
Which education, sir?
Pragmatism, ma'am. Pragmatism is the best example.
Pragmatism method of teaching.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Reggie Varghese.
Ma'am, examples for a discussion, debate, on-spot presentations, this and all, collaborative class, brainstorms activity called as to the experiential learning, ma'am.
Yes. Now this holistic learning also stresses on this experiential learning. Let me share my screen. Thank you so much, Nirmala, Reggie Varghese. Thank you. Is that visible? Experiential learning?
Yes, visible, ma'am.
Screen visible?
Yes, visible, ma'am.
Okay,
yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
So what are the examples of experiential learning method? And some of our colleagues told that it is learning by doing, pragmatic method, etc. So what is experiential learning? So you all of them know about this experiential learning. Already we are practicing it, but we have to practice for almost all the topics that we are learning. That is the news now. That is the information that we are giving. So every lesson or every subject we can involve experiential learning. Wherever possible, we can have experiential learning. Our teachers should concentrate on preparing this kind of situation to the students so that they will learn by experience. Okay. So already we are practicing this kind of learning in our classroom, like science experiences, science experiments, internships, field trips, service learning, simulations and role playing, outdoor education, project-based learning, cultural immersion, workshops and labs, mock trials and debates. Actually, this comes only after certain age to the students. But what we have to do as early as possible, we can incorporate this kind of learning to our students. Even from the school KG also, wherever possible, we have to give experiential learning for the students. So what are the simple experiential learning that we can give in the day-to-day life? Okay, what we can do? We can ask the children to cook and bake, like gardening, budgeting and personal finance, DIY home projects, some volunteer work, sports and physical activities, travel and exploration, language practice, arts and crafts, social interaction and networking. Other than class subjects, we can ask our students to do all this kind of works so that they will face the real world problems. Okay, so what is happening everywhere? So this kind of work can be given in the day-to-day life. Either parents can give this work or teachers can provide this work. What is the problem is that previously the education system was concentrating only on the bookish knowledge. They have to read, they have to vomit in the paper, they have to mug up and write. So that should be avoided. So the NEP also is stressing upon the continuous evaluation, not on summative evaluation. So there should be continuous comprehensive evaluation among the students, not alike before. So what is experiential learning? It refers to a learning process where individuals gain knowledge, skills and experiments by engaging directly in activities and reflecting on those experiences. So what happens if they learn through experiential learning? There will be active participation, there will be hands-on experience, and they will know the real-world application. So they will not receive the information passively. We cannot give this experiential learning topics as a lecture in a lecture method. These topics like experiential learning projects can be asked them to do, and so that they will learn how to do the problems, not giving as a lecture. So what happens? What is the process of this? This involves actually cycle of actions and reflection. What is the result? It helps learners understand. They will internalize new concepts, and they will learn through practice and experimentation. This is what experiential learning. So we can go for the next slide. So holistic learning in NEP 2020. What are the benefits in Indian education? So what will happen when we give holistic education? There will be well-rounded individual in our place with strong academics, social skills and emotional intelligence. They will develop deeper understanding and problem solving, and it will foster lifelong learners with critical thinking and a growth mindset, and it will improve students' well-being through social and emotional learning. So equipping students with essential 21st century skills, and it also allows for personalized learning. So nowadays we concentrate on personalized learning. Lot of applications are there. Artificial intelligence helps us for personalized learning. So we give importance for personalized learning nowadays. So next we are going to see about the principles of holistic learning. So anyone can read the slide. What is in the slide, please? Anyone can read the slide. So what are the principles of holistic learning? Can you see the slide, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, any one of you?
Integrations of multiple intelligence.
Next.
Next one, all problem education. Sorry, all person education.
Yes.
Third one, interdisciplinary learning.
Yes.
Next, community and social learning.
Okay.
Student-centered learning. Emotional
Yes.
and spiritual growth. Sustainable and ethical education. Health and well-being. Creativity and critical thinking.
So this is the principle of holistic education. Any other person also can try once, so that I can check whether you are active or not. Any others? What are the principles? Yes, please.
Holistic education, a student all-round development of the personality. All-round development. Holistic education helps the students all-round development. That means physical, mental, social, emotional, and cultural development.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
So this
I'm a
is
former student of Annamalai University, ma'am.
yes,
I am a former student of Annamalai University.
very
MA
nice.
2006 batch.
Very nice to see you.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
So, okay, these are the holistic learning principles. So, integration of multiple intelligence, whole person education, interdisciplinary learning, experiential learning, community and social learning, student-centered learning, emotional and spiritual growth, sustainable and ethical education, health and well-being, creativity and critical thinking. So it is not just a learning, coming to the school, learning a lesson and writing it in the paper and moving. Holistic learning, it aims for the whole person development. Okay. So importance of multidisciplinary foundation in learning. So what is the importance of multidisciplinary foundations in learning? For example, here is an example for you. So what will happen? Multidisciplinary foundation in learning actually integrate knowledge from various disciplines, promoting a more comprehensive understanding of complex topics. For example, here is a topic where the students learn biology, chemistry, physics, geography, and social science. They are learning about environment. In that case, in biology, the students learn about ecosystem, biodiversity, and the impact of human activities on living organisms. The same topic while they are learning, they learn chemistry by understanding the chemical process behind pollution, waste management and composition of the atmosphere. So the students are learning about the environment. In that case, while reading biology, they learn ecosystem, biodiversity and the impact of human activities. And the chemistry, while they are learning, they understand the chemical process behind pollution, waste management and composition of the atmosphere. In the same way, while studying the same topic in the physics, they study about energy production, renewable energy sources and principles of climate change. While studying the same topic in geography, they explore the physical features of the earth, human geography and the relationship between human and their environment. While studying the same topic in social science, they will study about analyzing the social, economic, political factors that influence environmental policies and practices. So this is what we say as multidisciplinary foundation. While studying a topic, they learn all the other topics that is supported by the subject. Okay. So this is what we say as multidisciplinary foundation in learning. It integrates knowledge from various disciplines, promoting a more comprehensive understanding of complex topics. So this topic was about environment. While studying about this, they study about biology, chemistry, physics, geography and social sciences. So this is what we say as multidisciplinary foundation in learning. So what are the benefits of integrating various disciplines in learning? So as discussed earlier, they will develop comprehensive understanding, critical thinking development, real world relevance, stimulating creativity and innovation, practical application and fostering collaboration. So what are the benefits of various disciplines in learning? These are the benefits of integrating various disciplines. So we can see about some case studies and examples of holistic learning approaches around the world. Have you heard about this world of education, world of schools? Have you heard about this? Yes, any one of you? So these schools are around the world everywhere, and these school is famous because it is emphasize holistic development by integrating arts, practical skills, and academics. For example, students learn maths through activities like knitting or woodworking, fostering creativity along analytical skills. So this is what we say about world of education. So it is followed by many countries. Even in India, there are this kind of schools. This kind of school, what they emphasize is holistic development by integrating arts. Kindly remember arts, practical skills, and academics. So I have given an example. So there are many examples for this kind of education, but each education system has their own pros and cons. This education also is appreciated by the parents, teachers and students, though there are some pros and cons on this approach. So you can go and browse for this education. It is in India also. So what are the success factors of this world of education? It develops, holistic development, creativity and imagination, developmentally appropriate learning, strong community, focus on nature and environment, lifelong learning. So these are the principles of their learning. This is the success factor of them. They give holistic development by arts and physical, we have seen by giving arts and practical skills. So here, so this is the success factor by giving those arts and physical activities. They develop creativity, imagination, appropriate learning. They build a strong community. They focus mostly on nature and environment. They make students lifelong learning. So this is the success of the world of education. What is the criticism of this? There are some criticism also. So one teacher for all grades. There are mostly there is only one teacher for all grades. Academics may not be stressed, delaying basic skill acquisition, concerns about unvaccinated because they give importance to nature. I think the students are not vaccinated. Limited, so they give importance only for nature. So no technology skills have been imparted among the students. And high parental involvement is required, where here nowadays where the parents are running for their job, we cannot concentrate more among the students learning. So this method demands high parental involvement and the tuition fees is very high. So this is the criticism for this. So even though this re-education has gained importance among the parents, they appreciate this method and this is one of the best education going around. And all of you know about this Montessori method. Montessori education, we know that it promotes self-directed learning and hands-on activities. So they will do with the help of some instruments or apparatus with them and they will experience it. This is Montessori method. I think many of us know about this Montessori method. So what are the pros of Montessori method? Again here also child-centered learning, hands-on learning, individualized pace. I think every one of you know about individualized pace. What is meant by individualized pace? The students can learn at their own speed like this, like ABL method, ALM method, that is we say as individualized pace. The students can learn at their own speed, focus on independence, mixed age classrooms, emphasis on practical skill. So this is the merits of Montessori method. So here also the technology has been denied here. We can see here. So what are the cons of Montessori method? It is less structured method, limited standardized testing. Testing process are not good. Teacher training variability, cost, very high cost, limited technology use, and it may not suit all learners. We are living in the technology world where everything students know from their mobiles. Easily they learn through their mobiles. But in this Montessori method and that world of method, technology usage is very less or no technology in their classrooms. So these are the methods, and also we have STEM education. Sorry, STEAM education. Previously we were telling about STEM education, science, technology, engineering, maths. But nowadays we say about STEAM education, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics. So these are the subjects which helps for holistic learning. These programs integrate disciplines to solve real world problems. Students might design and build, for example, they may design and build solar powered gadgets, combining technical skill with creativity and environmental awareness. So STEAM education is gaining importance. So it has also its own success factors. What is the success? Interdisciplinary learning, engagement and motive. Students are very motivated to do some experiments, real world problem solving, critical thinking and innovation, preparation for future careers, collaboration and teamwork, hands-on learning. Actually, STEAM education is offered only by few institutions. Some private organizations are offering STEAM education, but it is not in full-fledged in everywhere. So what is the criticism? So see, this STEAM education is very good, but we don't have some resources such as funding, equipment, materials, and trained personnels. So there are many teacher trainees, requirements are there, assessment challenges are there, integration difficulties are there, but sometimes we may overlook some basic skills. That is a problem. And potential technology depends. While world of education and Montessori method are giving importance for other things, here this STEAM education is giving more importance to technology. These are some case studies among us. So among all these difficulties, how this national education policy of India promotes holistic learning. So by giving flexibility in curriculum and assessment to accommodate diverse learning needs. So they give flexibility in curriculum and assessment to accommodate diverse learning needs. So this is one of the important uh, NEP point in NEP. So and next one they give about early childhood education and foundation skills to ensure timely skill acquisition. So early childhood education and foundation skill, health and safety measures to create safe learning environments. How many of us know about all the health issues in this stage itself? We are not aware about many health issues. Why are they coming, etc. So, but now NEP of India gives importance to health and safety measures to create safe learning environments. So, integration of technology with arts, sports, vocational education for balanced development, active community involvement to support students' educational journey. So they don't give importance for special education, but they give importance for inclusive education, equity and inclusivity through innovative funding models to reduce cost barriers. So any one of them can, any private organization, NGOs can fund to schools to run this type of classes. These aspects aim to overcome traditional educational limitation and prepare students effectively for the challenges of the modern world. So surely when there is a holistic learning supported by all these points, there will be a all-round development among the students. So everyday application of holistic learning for school students. What we can do, so this is a important thing. For holistic learning, we have to provide project-based learning, experiential learning, art and creativity integration, community service projects, physical education and health programs, and finally technology integration. So thank you. So thank you. I think I have handled this session on holistic learning. I thought it is 11. Any doubts?
Dear participants, anyone have any doubts? You can clear with ma'am.
Actually, while speaking about health and safety measures, how many of you know, how many of us know about how healthy we are? Okay, we don't know anything about the India. In India, many people are suffering from diabetes. So, what are the causes for this diabetes? Whether we know that, whether we know how to eat, what are the problems, what are the reasons for getting diabetic? How many of us know? I think no one we know about all these things. So what we have to do after we get this kind of disease? So NEP of education or holistic learning gives importance to health and safety measures also. And how many of us send our children for physical education? Whether all schools are providing physical education for the students. These are all the points where holistic learning gives emphasis.
Ma'am, this is
Yes,
Nirmala, ma'am.
yes, please.
Ma'am, your presentations was excellent. We got the clarifications about holistic learning. My philosophy of education also to create holistic personality, or to create the all-round personality in the society. So that way only I'm doing my research and doing my profession also. I have a doubt, ma'am. The holistic educations consist of emotional, physical, social, cognitive. Already you told. After pandemic, we everyone depending to the digital education
Yes,
also.
yes.
So that also we have to develop. Any suggestions, ma'am? The digital learning how to be enhanced, so that is considered to holistic learning or not? That is my doubt.
Sometimes I'm a strong supporter for digital learning actually, because this generation want to know their lessons or subject in a short duration of time. I'm a strong supporter for this TikTok videos, where the videos are created only for 30 seconds. Actually, I expect that kind of information only. Every topic should be given only in a few minutes. So I am very strong supporter for this YouTube Shorts status, WhatsApp status. That actually it is social media work, but the same thing should be followed according to me to give the information in the classroom. Every topic should be given in a short duration of time. That is my aspect, but also I strongly support this media to to prepare e-content materials. I strongly support by giving videos, by giving audios. So I am strongly supporting this digital education, but what you say is for youngest children until some second or third standard, digital education should be avoided, and they should be given only like Montessori method or world of education, etc. like that. And what is your question is how can we prevent what is that?
To be implemented digital learning in higher education, like prospective
Higher
teachers.
education, totally in higher education, according to me, they should use more digital content. And see, my view is that nowadays India, to promote India's wealth, Every one of us should work, earn, etc. So, from the college education, if it is a 1 year course, let them come for 6 months. For 6 months, let them have their education in home. According to me, by digital learning, they can do. They can go for MOOCs courses. They can earn. They can improve the economy of the India. According to me, higher education is totally, we can depend upon digital education also. Only in school education, we should not give digital gadgets in the early ages so that they will not be affected. Maybe after from 4th standard, 5th standard, according to me, actually, we can give that digital education for their children. See, nowadays the children is born with mobile only. By seeing their parents using mobile, we have seen that many children are fighting for their mobile. It is our mistake. We should avoid using mobiles in front of our children. If we do so, they won't ask mobile. Okay, always we are in mobile, then the child will ask us the mobile only to play or do something. So we parents and students should avoid using digital gadgets in front of the children. Those are very, very young. So that we can avoid this problem.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. But in higher education, the holistic learning, the digital learning also coming under the holistic learning only, no, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am,
Digital
we can
learning.
implement
Yeah.
it. Yes, this is
Yeah.
actually holistic learning is for school students, I think.
Okay, okay. Because I'm doing my research related to digital proficiency. I used to collect, I am doing, making hypothesis and all. But while going to frame, so many questions also coming in my mind. Whether it is because of the present context, all the educational system is depending to the digital. It is
Yes,
possible
ma'am.
in future. That's what I'm asking, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. If we are not supporting, we teachers, if we are not supporting also, their students will know how to get the materials from the digital world. They can browse for their materials, they can learn. So in higher
Yes,
education,
ma'am.
the
Even
teachers have
government
sent
also.
facilitator, guide, that's all.
Yes, ma'am. Even government UGC also implemented or introduced the MOOC courses like
Swam
Swayam.
courses, MOOC courses.
Yeah, so many online
Basic.
courses they have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
adopt and get the certificate and all. So that reason only I took. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
For
you. Thank you.
higher
I got the
education,
clarification.
we strongly support digital learning, and the trend should be shifted. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us fruitful information on trending topics about learning through the topic of holistic learning. Following up this session, gratitude is the fairest blossom which nourishes the soul. Now, I would like to invite Mr. V. Shankar sir, KSR College of Education, to express the words of gratitude.
Good morning to one and all present here. First, it is my privilege to say vote of thanks for today orientation program on holistic learning through multidisciplinary foundation. First of all, I would like to get the blessing of our Deivathiru Lion Dr. K.S. Rangaswamy, MJF, founder, KSR Education Institution. I wish to extend my sincere thanks to our chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan sir, who is always supporting and encouraging our concurrent. My sincere thanks goes to our principal, Dr. P. Suresh Prabhu, KSR College of Education, who organized this orientation program. I also extend my thanks to our chief guest, Dr. K. Saileela, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Annamalai University, who clearly explained about the orientation program. I wish to extend my gratitude to all the participants who have participated from various institutions. Last but not least, I wish to extend my thanks to our organizing committee, faculty members, and my dear students of KSR College of Education. Once again, I thanking you all. Thank you.
Thank you all for your cooperation towards the session. Dear participants, I request you to join in the afternoon session, and the session will start at 2 p.m. Thank you all.
Thank you.